So, look, you reached out to Jordan and told us you were gay.
Well, after I found out when I'm drunk, I talk about dicks a lot, right? And I feel like it's time to just be honest with about it. I did tweet about this not too long ago, where I mentioned that I have experimented with dudes. I've been with dudes, and I've kissed dudes, and I'm tired of hiding it. I'm just actually tired of hiding it.
Are you actually hiding it though?
Gapdarian Super Chatted $19.99. I don't see Queens in the top 200, but Rewind and Milkers Queens next caller. Neglected _ Tickled Super Chatted $19.99. Is Billy alive?
Billy's fine. Billy met with me this morning on Local Cafe, a show that I strongly... Actually, let me pin them, because they need love. You guys need to sub the cafe. I don't know if you're up in the morning, but if you get a chance to watch this show, I really
Chatted $20. Rest in peace music, Biz Marty.
Yeah, Biz Marty died, by the way.
Is that for real?
I think
Yeah,
it's a
it's
troll.
for real. They reached out to Tuffy reached out to the funeral home and everything.
I think it's a troll. I think everyone's getting worked on that, but go ahead. Believe if you want. So, guys, go sub the Local Cafe. I would appreciate that. And if you're up in the morning, definitely check that out.
But I have been dropping hints since the beginning of the show, right? And I don't know, I've been trying to kind of like hide in plain sight, get you guys a little bit more used to it. But there's nothing. Like I said, suck a dick if you want to suck a dick. What's wrong with being gay? Tell me what's wrong with being gay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but
Exactly.
it's just another thing that you lied to us about.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think you're gay at all, Boogie.
That's you can believe whatever you want to believe. I don't care.
Boy Super Chatted $20. Gene, you're a legend.
Thank you, buddy. I love it, man. Love it. Thank you for the 5 gifted from Rex.
You get a little bit of drink in you, you all of a sudden think you're gay.
Hold on a second. Jordan, you don't think I'm gay?
No.
Go ahead. Eat the banana.
How's that prove you're gay or not eating bananas?
Motherfucker, I can deep throat like a king. Or like a
I eat a Subway sandwich all the fucking time. That looks like
the same way you shove it down the back of your throat?
Okay, let me settle this. Do you still find Desi attractive?
Okay, but come on.
You better tell the truth, or I'm gonna say the truth.
Why don't you bring Desi in the room and tell her
Less than yesterday.
You live it's
Never
fine.
been so glad to see backup arrive.
You know she's better to live for
So you're on the show, right?
I need you to look for survivors. Subdue any threats. Help me save this town. Copy.
Desi, can you come here a second, honey? Okay. A second. She knows it's gonna be okay.
So, like, Boogie, there was a point in the show that you said you kissed a dude to see if you liked him.
Okay.
Two in the chest, one on the head.
We got 3
Spoiler,
scientists accounted
the
for.
head's all you need.
Talking about,
Locating and
like I don't
extracting
like
them
it
is
when
now
you
your
wear
top
makeup and shit, and I don't like it when you do your hair and stuff. Yeah, I told you how I don't like it when you fucking dress up like you want to club it, you know? That you know I love snuggling, right? But I don't.
Here we go. You gonna give me a gun or a swift kick in the balls? Jackpot. Who fucking are?
Maybe you've seen the title.
Sorry you came here yet.
Yeah.
If anyone had to show up, I'm glad
Baby,
it
I
was
love you, but you know I'm not attracted to you anymore. You know that, right?
Super Chatted $19.99. I love the screen.
Again, you look at her in the face.
She's the voice of reason. Good to be quiet today. Great talking the whole time.
I'm not. I mean, I prefer everybody. You know this.
expect was going to happen if you actually are gay. I mean, when I got together with her, I didn't know 100%. She told me it's the kind of things you discover. You don't know 100%.
Roll the
You're
dice,
fucking
shot in the dark. More like a pain in the
I
ass.
only started like exploring it in the last couple of years.
About fucking time someone dealt me a winning hand.
No, I don't think I ever want to cross-dress. But I would like to start taking better care of myself. I mean, you remember in the 90s we called it heterosexual? I would like to take better care of myself, start taking life. And like, you know, I mean, like, this is already in my wardrobe. You guys realize this. There's a reason you wear the shitty fucking shirts. Here's a $3 bill. Come on, that's literally what it takes off a $3 bill in Finding Height. It's square shit. So, look, take the name right. Okay, the man I'm most attracted to is Timothy Olyphant. We'll talk about that. The second most attracted to is John. If I had to make somebody in the local universe, it's obviously going to be you. It can't be you. No. Yeah, it's the correct answers. The correct answer is J from Tech Talk. J is not hot. Too feminine. J is way too feminine, dude.
Wait,
Outlaw 123 super chatted $19.99. That was actually insane. God got square up with me and early days with his friends.
I think God wants to be just Alright, let's get straight.
No, 99 cents.
I did vote for Biden.
Shadow.
See, I'm not trying to be special. At least you are being special. Right? So you spend the last year and a half fighting that you love this, pretend that you want to get her a diamond. No, I love this. I'll still go there. But does sex have to be part of it? Like, there are asexual people out there, they don't fuck.
Alright, well let me ask you this, Boogie. Since sex doesn't have to be a part of it, what could Desi do to make herself more appealing to you? How could she make herself?
I mean, you saw how she stressed today. She's trying really hard. Look at her.
Every
She's
fresh mag is a
full
new
top.
lease on life.
No makeup, her hair's up. She's one minus her chin. I like it when she wears the back clothes.
You
I
want
like
to
it
use
when
it
she
great
wears,
anyway.
you know,
Way to sweat that bug, Alpha.
I like it from behind, the soft skin, like that. So, I mean, like you said last night, you gotta remember, marriage is a contract between two persons. Nobody says you have to smash to make that contract work.
wait, let me dive deeper into Boogie. I do have to put out a couple things there. Right. Brantley says she's like sorry for being white girl wasted and just talking about everything. And I don't know that's you're all so whatever. We're sorry.
I'll let you know. Actually, when I'm playing, because I do want to use her. Okay, well, somebody said, Boogie, please tell them about the second show about the aliens. Do you want me to tell you about the aliens? No. So, Kate, do you know Bad Ryan? Bad Ryan? So bad?
God, please help me better. John Bob.
I'm a power.
Rex Super chatted $20. Meat Puncher 2988.
We're not power bottom. I like to be on the bottom, but that's tensions that are
Yeah, that's not true at all.
Wait, well, I don't want to catch right now.
Okay.
Because I've never.
Well, Boogie, now
But I don't mind catching.
now that it's clear to you that you are in fact gay, what
That's not clear at all. Like, you're gay.
Well, that's what I want to talk about, the alien.
This
So what's an alien egg? Now you got me intrigued.
only to find out who likes to play puppy skills.
And I wouldn't mind crossing the source. But
That's why I wake up in the morning.
Stop Charlie's got these corrections. One person watch Charlie's second collection.
Just like treading in dog shit.
One of the bad
Dog
guys
shit
will
pull your legs off.
will inseminate. It'll lay alien eggs inside of it. And that's shit. Yeah, you can Google it right now. Somebody looks on it. I feel like it would feel really good.
Oh my god.
I think it's called the ovipositor.
Yeah, I think it's like a dragon thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a bad dragon, though. They have dragon dicks.
This stuff with a straight face on Lockout Live. It's like a dragon.
They step it up, I step it up. It's a vicious fucking
Dragon
cycle.
eggs in you.
Yeah. It's a really, I mean, look, it's not going to be the kind of, I don't know, I don't want to be like boring. If I'm talking about the I don't want to be like boring. Hold on, if it comes to flood.
Let me read this shit.
It makes some good problems. They have those articles that I was going to read.
Once they employ the second back to the lane,
I'll be positive.
I'll be positive either by species chat or using the ovipositor plunger, which we recommend, which guides the eggs through the hollow core and into the user. The eggs wrap from the base to the tip. What do the fucking eggs look like?
Are you Google them?
Oh, good.
can see
Going
it being
batshit
worked
in prison didn't affect my aim.
Thank you, Boogie 2988. The shooting topic between gay has cured my homosexuality. I'm finally normal. DJ
Yeah, like-
Velasquez super chatted $19.99. Boogie Goat Tickle Kid behind the camera's pickle, especially his tipples.
Well, me and Michael have never.
You realize how close this thing is, right?
This is the worst made-up shit I've ever heard. It's not that much of a slow news day. There's heaps of shit you could have done.
I mean, it's a gold dildo. It's not one I'm going to start with. If you want to see the X, I shared it in the live on chat.
This thing's the size of two cans of Coke stacked on each
The
other.
jump with fun.
So are you, Jordy.
$44.
No, I'm not that big.
Wings the kind of guy to tell someone they're not gay and then tell them they have a bad taste in men. And then look up dildos wings coming out next. The spicy Italian super chatted $19.99. How did you fit in the closet to begin with? Pillow biter 2988.
Boogie, when did you tell Desi? Did you tell her just now, like on stream?
This is the first time she's found out that I'm not attracted to her, thanks for that, Kim. And
Why do you care if you're not attracted to her?
it's going to hurt her feelings. She has a lot of self-confidence issues, dude. You've just destroyed that fucking girl by making me say that shit.
Yeah, you seem real torn up about it.
What am I supposed? I'm numb, dude. This is the same as the fucking cancer arc. You guys are going to grill me about this all fucking show. I'm numb.
$19.99.
You don't want to go outside. No, you don't. No, you don't. Do you even understand how fucking cold it is out there? I don't think you can even comprehend, Naslin. The size of what I got. You never spent my folding it. Hold on. Did you just oh no, not again. Oh, nice, man. Lennon? Oh no, that's guys, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I need to get donuts. I can't do the diet. I'm sorry. I need to eat donuts. I have withdrawals. Drop the phone. something there. Okay. That's it. You will sit.
All right. It was fun while it lasted. I'm out.
Yeah.
On the closet too? You're on the closet too?
Super chatted $19.99. So does this mean Boogie liked doing his dad? Is this where you got your homosexuality from?
No, obviously not from that. From the guy I messed around with in Upper Bound, probably, yeah. I really enjoyed messing around with Mike. I kind of always lied about that with you guys.
Derp Danzo super chatted $20. Wake up, Boogie, it's time for education class. Boogie Prime super chatted $19.99. Boogie, I think you're a nice guy, but are not gay. We're probably bisexual at most.
Hold on a second. Let me call my brother.
Your girlfriend was horrible. You should apologize to
your
her
brother
because she is
You do gay shit with him too?
Rose 9,293 super chatted $20. Boogie is the
what's up?
type to say I'm not gay.
Hold
like
on one second.
Boomerang did.
I'm live on the air. Hey, how are you?
Christopher Stone super chatted $19.99.
Hold on. I'm just going to
So
pause
now we
donuts real quick.
This entire time you wanted Destiny to clap your cheeks. That was all sexual frustration.
Go ahead. What was your nickname for me for the longest time? Again with an L.
Population? Well, less than yesterday. Never been so
You remember you got a Kazarian Silent Bob?
Lucky I'm
Oh,
still
Lunchbox! Why'd you call me that? It's like suck dick. Thank you. So,
What does your brother know you like to suck dick?
who else are you going to tell? You're going to obviously tell your brother. You'll
I would
obviously
rather
tell your
tell
brother.
a stranger on the internet versus my brother.
I mean, I think in my personal journey, if you want to go tell a random stranger, it's fine. In my personal journey, I wanted to tell the people closest to me first, which is one of the reasons me and Desi have been talking over this last 6 months, is I tell her how to dress, telling her how to be, telling her how to act, because it's important to me. If my partner is going to be a woman, which is
Microfam
not my preference.
super chatted $19.99. Wings, it clearly runs in the family. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it with his brother.
Oh, no, that's
You're
gross.
50 now, so look, you recently had a prostate.
Is it at all possible you hired some male escorts during the whole sex worker arc?
Because you know your doctor's a guy too.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind getting the exam. The only exam I minded was the colonoscopy. That was miserable. But
How's that miserable if you want to do the fucking dragon egg?
well, because it was a big chunk of metal, dude. It was not comfortable at all. Right? This would be comfortable. It's soft. It's latex. Think about what you'd rather have something in your ass. So a hard piece of metal or something soft. Latex.
The only thing that's going to be in my ass is a pile of shit. It's next only.
Okay, would you rather have a hard, metallic chunk of shit come out of you, or would you rather have a soft piece of shit? Well, you don't want to shit ever again?
Why are we introducing this book? Nobody thinks you're gay.
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. You lied to everyone on the show. You told everyone. There's got to be a clip somewhere that you tried gay stuff when you were younger. And you decided to do that. Why'd you lie to everyone? Again, because again, I wasn't comfortable admitting. You see how people in this fucking world react to people coming out and trainings, people being all this stuff. I didn't want this shit on me. I know this shit will go viral if I talk about this stuff. I tried to slow roll it every time I ever mentioned it. The trolls, fucking Reddit, everywhere else, Twitter lights up. Oh, he's an F-word this, he's an F-word that. You know?
RJ Don Hero super chatted $20. Look, just ask Daisy to beg you.
I do need to go check on Daisy about that. That'd be really good. You said that your first marriage failed because of weight loss surgery and you just fell apart. Is this some shit you want to tell us now? Yeah, Desi's, my ex-wife's still out there. Desiree's still out there.
Do your worst. I'm Ranger trained to fire.
She knows, but I don't know if she ever wanted to talk about it publicly, but yeah, I was definitely not attracted to her. It was always
God knows you got training.
convenience, desperation. What about the child? Man, please don't make me throw home.
It might shock you to know I have stuff going on that doesn't involve dealing with your petty bullshit.
But if it was not, we
Well, look
certainly.
at that.
Obviously,
Someone sand down your rough edges.
obviously. Did you say it was Ace? I believe it's Ace. What is Ace? What is that? Asexual. Asexual. So it means he doesn't.
take on the
Yeah, that's
apocalypse
because
today.
he's not really
You're
that
handling
interesting.
this well.
Look, go talk to Desi. How the fuck? Oh, hold up. And Boogie, remember, if you
Go
tell
talk to Desi, Boogie. I'm gonna talk to Keem about this.
Boogie, remember, if you break what's been told, you're in trouble. God, so you can talk to her, but you know the rules, buddy.
Last 2,348 Turns out Brad was pay rent.
I don't understand asexual at all. Like, I understand being like me, where your body gets to the point where, like, it doesn't make the chemicals needed to get, like, want to be sexual, right? Like, but it doesn't make me asexual. Like, I still like women. I like being around women. I like touching them, like the way they smell. I like their personality.
I can guarantee you, but you will not be doxed in another place or not forget. I like it.
What does that even mean? Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
People in chat figured it out. People in chat figured it out.
Oh.
She's listening on her TV right now. Otherwise,
But the dog, yeah, I'm 100% being on this shit. Like, I sleep right up to, like, the time the show starts. Like, I feel bad about it because I don't help with the plan sometimes.
Bravo Zulu. One less skull spider to worry about.
Listen, Elected underscore Tickles $19.99. It was part of the abuse thing. And I done I did.
Oh, fuck me.
dude, for all of you, yeah, that's my whole point. I'm gonna ruin this household for my own personal entertainment, like you ruin mine. If you ruin my trip.
See that? A face only a bullet could lock.
Speaking of the trip, while we're getting it back, is there any segue happening to that?
Yeah, dead home it's done.
That is $20. Shout out to the legendary speaking.
So like, there's two things I didn't know about it. The being that gave me the exact place. You tell me I have to know what state it's going to be in, and what's the start date.
Same date.
Wow, that. I know we're supposed to be aiming for like the back end of March.
I'm texting you now. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain. And at some point we'll get a chance to talk. Also,
I don't exactly know what I heard. I thought I heard the word daddy. I heard Guys, stop. Also, Nick Juggernuggets is coming on the show at some point.
SFB_YSLO5. Anywhere, baby. No.
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 He sucked him many times.
Leave
They
it.
said he was straight, but it was actually
Leave
a
it.
lie.
Thank you.
Desi's just taking this one time.
Super Jetted, $31.
You're not leaving here in the fucking show,
It
Dad.
breaks the heart of his emotionally underdeveloped role with anxiety. Feel better that this is someone this is soft growth. You know,
Monkey.
Sounds like they got my little gift.
What's the Stephanie, obviously. Stephanie? Yeah. How about I'm not friends?
I think I'm winning the arms race.
Well, you said you're going to be a power bottom. You know, you might get a dude that wants you to be all still feminine. Kim, you know you're ruining lives today, right?
I'm going to ruin my life. I'm watching this girl like a fucking hawker. She tries to lie.
Well, it's kind of scripted, everybody. The only person that...
Buggy.
Quick and painless. Not that I give a shit about
My girlfriend wants to fucking know you. Fine. You think camera who gives a shit, but your phone lets you know. Do the show. But it's fine.
I like.
Alright, well, you said that Brent is the sexiest man in the world.
Well, there's not a lot of choices.
I'm obviously good looking.
No, you're not.
I got Frank Berry interviews with you. I'm upset you don't have to start it.
You guys.
Well, first,
MLG Pro did
100% started it because it doesn't work.
Y'all watch this door when she goes out and fucking tell me.
Nobody can see that, but you just turn on your ring camera. Go,
It's on.
Look, what's going to be your first experience now that you've come out of the closet?
I don't know, man. It's hard to find a guy. I mean, I might start watching Gay Porn again. I haven't watched that in a long time.
why not?
It just hasn't been. I don't know. I mean, I used to watch it back at the beginning, and then like me and Desi got together. It's not a big porn, so it's not so
like stuff like what should go.
obviously on
Why bother? I fucking hate them.
There's one thing that's bothered me is recently I've had to do a lot of fucking kept talking to
You fuckheads like my plasma death ball?
And I just want to spit in God's face. No, God loves you the way God made me. God made me the way. And God loves you. God loves you. Gay, straight, trans, don't fall fast. God loves you. Interesting developments. Alright. Big Juggernuggets wants to come on the show. I don't see him waiting yet. But he wants to. Of course, he's going to get into that. Boogie. You say God loves gays.
Last thing
Here's
you need in combat is
18:22. Shall not
Here
lie
I am
with the
again.
male as with the woman. It is no combination. Do you understand why Christ
Well,
died?
fuck
Do
me.
you understand why Christ came here? And you have to understand why Christ died for us. No, no. My whole
Expo is available, Alpha Team.
If it's fake,
This is a box can't screw me over any worse than Rick Duffin.
ruining your own arguments about fake.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I gotta do my show well.
You didn't think I was beautiful, Boogie. I love Grim, so I accepted. I could have used my secret deep voice to talk to you while asleep.
I'm not gonna lie, Ken, you're right up there.
Your Chad was going to sleep next to you.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because let's talk about original sin because Jesus died on the cross for original sin and basically disavowed the Old Testament. Let's do that New
I'm in no
Testament
mood for
bullshit.
your shit today, box.
Corinthians 7:2. Because the temptation of sexual immortality, each man should have his own wife and each woman her own husband. Corinthians 17. Therefore, if anyone in Christ is a new creation, the old is passed away, behold, the new is come. Corinthians 6:19-10. For do you know the unrighteous will inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither sexual immorality or idolizing, nor adultery, nor men who practice homosexuality, nor thieves, nor greed, nor drunkards, nor liars, or swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. Wow.
I felt like this when I earned my
not allowed
chuck
to be gay,
wings.
Christian. That's not the thing. Personally, and I do have that. Have sex.
Carver owes me a beer.
Those sunglasses are questionable.
Fuck you.
And secondly, you're reading the Bible. I think the Bible
$79. Just imagine.
Any day now.
Left for
Are
a
we
minute.
waiting for these rotting meat sacks to have a
You're
change
not
of heart?
on the air tonight. You feel survived last night.
What are the words consolation prize
Bible
combined?
basically slipping further as an
Sorry,
abomination of
Expo
God.
Heroes
You're
needed
gluttonous.
elsewhere.
You're gonna have to find out these snap and come see with them.
Jerk me around.
My
You're
daughter's
going
gonna
straight
be
in the
fine.
wood chipper.
God, you know it. Daughter shit's fucked up.
I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic.
Yep. Well, at the end of the day, look, it is what it is. I'm glad that you've come out now and being with yourself. Let me just say one more thing to Dory, okay? I believe that a man's relationship with God does not have anything to do with God. I believe your relationship with God doesn't have anything to do with the church. I believe that your relationship with God is between you and God. And I know that there are very many people, including myself, that know in our hearts.
If they didn't like me before, they really won't like me now.
I do believe there are murders out there who have a relationship with God. Forgiveness, repentance, and and I don't think God is ever been I think man is.
I think don't. Long comes to cry more. I couldn't care unless I supported my boy. Thinking I'm serious about as embarrassing as thinking they're serious.
Appreciate you, Matsy. Alright. So, look. We do have a docket today. We can get into the docket. Better not be no wrong when I should. What do you think about those? I mean, he's afraid that he's always so interested. You have to put number is. Oh, sexually? We think the Billy scale is he's just not on the scale at all. I mean,
The word is good for the
on the
It's
hand.
not science.
My girlfriend that is yesterday was Groundhog's Day. Let's watch and see if the groundhogs on the shadows slept up that fucking thing. Yeah, Groundhog's just terrified. So here's where they figure out if they saw his shadow in it.
Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed the president to the proper scroll of the streets. What a way to start a Sunday fun day. You always said you'd make it here one day. To this place, barely big enough to contain them. We're all here with the elements combined, where Mother Nature meets Father Time.
Boogie, would you ever go to Gobbler's Knob? I mean, it sounds fine. I wouldn't mind gobbling some knobs.
I was gonna think, Boogie, either one of these gentlemen on the screen, which one would you gobble the knob of?
Bearded guy.
Yeah, bearded guy's way better looking.
Yeah. He might be bald over there. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but.
Gray skies. Only I know. It's Groundhog Day.
Security chief, the new arrivals. Could have used you sooner, but welcome just the same. I'm in the mansion, command center. Injured, but intact. Most everyone else is, well, you've got eyes. Look, we need to get this situation under control ASAP. Be ready for anything.
I like it. Have you seen the movie?
Yes. Yes. Bill Murray. Rock shoots.
Yeah, he's hot in the movie. You ever see the theories on the movie? The theories you're supposed to like expect it to take like 7 or 8 years of his life. 40 years he's stuck in that movie. Oh yeah, because you learn to play the piano, you learn to talk, it's pretty good skills and shit. You got to know everybody in that town by name, know their license or in
We've got 3 scientists unaccounted for, last seen in town.
I love what he says there.
Locating and extracting them is now your top priority.
Just like it says and stuff. Like he would do that.
Plus, I like that he did.
So we have some good stuff on the U.S.
She's not ugly by any means, but she is obviously an older woman. Like, why would Kanye be into that?
So he goes really freaked out.
At least in Spec Ops, I knew what weapons I'd deploy with.
They used to want to have Camilla, which she was.
It looks like someone wants me to blow these stinking corpses back to hell.
Which is weird.
That's very funny.
Big gun, little gun, I'll squeeze maximum pain from whatever you give me.
Right? And all it seems like they're missing is and then she broke up with this wife. Then Kanye showed up to the Grammys when he wasn't even invited initially. And I don't know what I can show here because
You can't show this.
his wife showed up.
The people who lived here trusted us.
Literally knew.
And I can't
Took
even
off the coat
explain how.
on the red carpet. Knew. Wild. And then left.
Oh, wow. That is
But she was very secret. And then Will Smith's
yeah, that's pretty James. I think he's weird for.
Like, how does height work?
Look, real quick before you derail things. You said he's weird for clout?
Yeah, I think like all of the mirrors have eyes and wearing a castle on his head. I think it's just attention seeking, right?
So if he like faked cancer, faked autism, faked being gay, that'd be...
Yeah. I mean, game, respect game, right?
Go ahead, Wings. What about his height?
How does height work? Like take John Fury. He's like 6 foot something, right? But like Tyson Fury's almost 7 feet tall. Like my father was like 5'8", 5'9". My mother's 5'5". I'm 6 foot. Like Will Smith is over 6 feet, but Jaden Smith isn't close to it. Like how does height fucking work?
Well, their mother is like tiny.
Right, but like both of my parents were small, but I came 6 foot.
Well, maybe the milkman is your daddy.
I don't know. I look a lot like my motherfucking daddy.
Genetics, though, like there are recessive genes and there's like dominant genes, and like you might have got your height from a recessive one.
Is there any way that you can actually artificially inflate your height while you're growing? Because I've heard people like being put on racks and shit like that to try to get like 3 or 4 more inches and like depressing the spine.
If you're lucky, you're able to get an inch. I don't think that shit works.
Kendrick Lamar won record of the year on his diss track on Drake. Taylor Swift was celebrating. And then Beyonce...
Super chatted $20. Stuff like Groundhog Day adds to my theories that Americans are just big kids. We get drunk like big knockers in rock and roll. We get wasted and go crazy for a groundhog that has no concept of what's happening in front of him.
Oh, you mean Americans have fun? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, the groundhog's just fine. He has one confusing day. He's treated like a king the rest of his fucking life, so he'll be alright.
Americans just look for a reason to drink. Why do you think we celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. It ain't for the Irish.
And Beyonce won Best Country Album of the Year, which is, like, fucking insane. Like, do the Grammys, should they even be respected anymore? Because, like, what the fuck is that?
You should never respect the Grammys because it's just rich people telling us how great they are. That's it. It's just a bunch of rich people being like, we're better than you, and here's us giving each other awards.
That makes no sense. Yes, Stephen Catchdew Knight. We can clearly see you typing Keem is bald. The only issue is you're spamming it. The copy paste shit, it's gotta stop. What else?
You know what the fucked up thing about country music in general is? Because I listen to a good bit of country, but I can't stand like modern country, like the whole Luke Bryan, like kind of just regurgitated let's drink and drive trash. Is that they don't really respect anybody, and they're obviously shills. Like people like fucking like Morgan Wallen is 100% a product of Viola, and people are gonna hate saying this, but like nobody would actually listen to Morgan Wallen if they weren't conditioned to him listening to him on the radio 15 times an hour, over and over and over again. Like I don't believe it. I don't believe Morgan Wallen have one single fan.
I will tell you for a fact that the best country artist is, oh my god, what kind of thing his name right now? What am I doing? Who's the best country music artist? Like in what
Professor Kramer indicated the sentinel artifact is somewhere in the tunnel's below. The amulet should help you find it, if you can determine how it works.
Like if you go to this new
everywhere we go. There's a curse here.
I agree with you. Stapleton has a lot of groups, especially with the steel drivers. I don't know if you've ever heard any of the steel driver stuff and more bulky. But like, he took the bulkiness and brought it to the mainstream and it actually worked. And then I got Stricker Stapleton and actual music artists versus somebody like Luke Bryan, who isn't an actual music artist. He's a dude that's like, I'm going to put on the Dale Earnhardt t-shirt. And Jason Aldean's a better example of this. Jason Aldean isn't a country music artist. He's somebody that they sold to. He is like, what's that short ass motherfucker that's in comedy?
As sure as my name's an automobile.
Big Jugger Nuggets. Are you coming in here? I'm looking for you.
That transmission emanated from the obscura Saltilia. I believe the amulet somehow channeled an echo from the past.
Well, whoever that was, he sounds like a real bloody fucker. Ancient problems, modern solutions. Bonus points.
YouTuber.
He also fake cancer, and there's no like YouTube like direction there. There's no fake news on this article.
YouTuber Boogie2988 comes out of the closet. He also faked cancer.
First, that's one big closet. Must have been a walk-in.
Fake news. Is he faking this too? You're a troubler.
Like I get, you're trying to get
This place has been shunned by locals for years. Blood there.
And here's me without my umbrella.
Somewhere within the door you must reach.
That you never knew anything about. All of a sudden, he's just like big major motion pictures. He got stand up and all this other shit. It's like he's somebody who's fed to Kevin Hart. He said, "Think design to sell."
YouTuber Boogie298 comes out of the closet. He also
This better not be like Ampolina Podurska doll and give me a bunch of smaller boxes. Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
I think fake cancer also suck at fake Listen, the best part of it, which I love,
Not good, Box. I'm not getting any younger, but I could be getting better.
Picture that you fake cancer, and then he used the picture from your crypto
Look at that! Did
Oh
someone
my
send
God,
down your rough
right.
edges?
Congratulations, Drummer. Stuck my fucking dick.
Big Juggernaut said he was down to be on before the bullshit.
Oh, this is what I'm talking to us about. Oh, I thought you were going to come on here and talk about how he's fucking gay from this. I thought he was here to pile on. No, bring up his grievances. I heard the mic earlier. I'm not trying to make peace with you. More just a statement from I love you in the crowd. I don't want you coming here talking about how this
Don't tease me, Box. Just cough it up.
That's good. Good. By the way,
I'll find someone special to share this with.
wow, you guys are finding me. You're finding the statement. I was lying last night too. I mean, I'm working a lot for 6 hours a time. Slept and shit. But I just don't give a shit. I think he does. Right? He's on his number 8. Love how all US channels. Yeah, I think it's 2 days. He said 2 days after that.
Max armor.
Picture 6 schedule down at that time? I doubt I can do that. Think all
just feel like they do something to break the cycle. Because like if
They already have Sunday and Saturday off. Saturday's generally one of our lower days.
yeah, at least Saturday and Sunday off this week.
Fine, I will work both those days.
If you threaten me with a good time, you damn well better deliver.
If you're working, it's going to be real bad. That's not going to be
right? It's every day of the week, right? You guys are right. We're playing, so now we take Sundays off, right? But I'm trying to be
A little heads
fair.
up, the Rick
So,
Toffel's
like,
craft
whenever
son
fans
would have been nice, Sam.
made all this
I
money
did not know,
and
but
burgers, it's our thing. Throughout the day, they know there's a show.
Tear them to pieces.
Look at Texas with wrong. You can't even see that shit.
It's right there.
CIA commander, the goddamn fun wrangler. Fuck my
Yeah, the big straight.
bad omens go, a bullet in the head is right up there.
That's why I had to put there so it would be a better beer.
What's going on, Jesse? I see you're very upset.
You been crying?
I have too much to say right now. This really what we're doing for content, but you're gonna do this whole little bullshit farm road shtick of Boogie's gay.
Did it on your videos.
I'm technically sorry.
Stuck kid.
Yeah.
You think the whole point is it's supposed to be funny because it also comes off pretty damn hypocritical if you ask me.
Well, it's funny.
Why is it funny?
It's fun.
It's funny about being gay or any sexuality, Keith.
Well, it's not funny to. It's funny that Boogie's gay. And he only-
Why? I'm just trying to figure out why it's funny or why it's entertaining or why we want to make a whole show out of somebody being gay.
Because, when someone comes out, Jesse, I feel like that should be a big moment, right? There's a lot of challenges with coming out of the closet.
Fortunately for you,
It's,
I am a
I was
patient
thinking about
man.
anything.
And so the LGBT celebrate people.
Jackpot!
Mockery about this shit. So don't act like you're over here posturing and going, oh, I don't like the LGBTQ. You don't even know all the letters, dude.
I didn't listen to all the words, right?
About fucking
goddamn
time
Trump
someone
supporter.
dealt me a willing hand.
You just genders. You don't understand why I'm fucking pissed?
Well, that's hostile of most
And it's between, I
traumatizing shit
didn't
I've
come
seen
on
today.
here to play a part of a charade or whatever scripted bullshit. Like, I've been leading my life as an I have no problem anyway. I don't know. Look, like, I was on your show before, Keith, like, trying to be all chummy, but when you're gonna run the whole thing with he's now gay, even though I know he's bisexual and has wanted to fuck me, I just don't think it's right that you're gonna clickbait it, use this as a term to get more clout based off Boogie's expense, based off sexuality, which is the same shit you did in the movie. You try to fucking clear, actually no, it wasn't to try because hopefully I don't defend myself, but you tried to cancel my career. Now, the career that I've spent almost 2 decades building, you tried to do a whole fucking league campaign against me. I would have wanted to be hurt.
Some say life is about the journey and the destination to which I return.
Why are you acting like you can't protect me? You know, disrespect somebody to me, and you're going to pretend like it's you don't remember this? Because I remember it quite well.
Jesse, you were being transphobic or whatever to Emily
And,
Saxton.
and you don't think you're being homophobic right now?
No, not at all. Emily
No.
Saxton exposed you for being transphobic We talked about it, and then I platformed you so you could defend yourself.
You platformed me when it was like 10 against 1. If it wasn't for your butt buddy Salvo Pancakes who actually defended me, then I probably wouldn't even have a reputation still at this point. Your agenda was to take me the fuck down, and you know that.
Take what down? You haven't had a career in a decade.
$20. Looks like we have a new buzzkill.
A buzzkill. Look, buddy, I don't know who just donated money, but like I totally want to come on here because now you're profiting off of me again.
Okay, but seriously, this happened 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, things haven't come back, King. I lost so many people from that. People that were in that community that I've always supported, and now you made it out along with other people that I'm so doing something that I don't like them. And now,
Jesse, or no one thinks. Okay.
Well, nobody knows shit that people can't pay me to make it seem like that.
Okay.
And guess what?
This is how I remember it.
Because then I have no more people that support me anymore.
This is how I remember it, right? Emily was exposing you to transphobic, right?
What is your belief in what I even said? I made a joke about Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you know how many fucking jokes you made on Locale Live? And how, like, dude, you tried to make Boogie look like a complete piece of shit for the cancer stuff. You tried to make Mike look like a pedo. You're still doing it. You're still doing it.
I tried to make Mike look like a pedo.
How's that light up your afterlife?
Defending him. You're giving it the attention. You're profiting off of this, and now you can't even own your shit.
The whole mic thing was something that Becky brought up, and if we didn't discuss it, it would make the whole show look bad. We weren't trying to profit off Mike at all. It's something that had to be dealt with.
Jesse, you didn't
But
lose.
then
You didn't lose fans during that. So many people.
Yes, I did. I literally, in real time, saw people that followed me for years unfollow me. I received DMs from people saying, Jesse, I used to respect you. I thought you were a supporter of our community, and now look at what you've become. I don't like who you've become. I thought you once supported Emily, and literally my whole world crashed down around me. And I thought for sure, you of all people, who was there when you were getting canceled?
What do you mean?
Who was there when you were getting canceled?
How were you there? Explain.
Do you remember all the leafy graded bullshit back in like 2016?
Yes.
You were one of the most hated people on all the internet. And guess who was there? I gave you an exclusive interview. People were saying I would be foolish to do anything with you.
Oh,
but
yes.
I always respected you and what you were doing. You were only doing your job. And I said, hey, I don't think Keen's a bad guy. Let me go on Drama Alert and throw him this bone.
Okay.
And I like to think that was very admirable that I did that. That showed like, yo, I'm a real one.
Okay, Jesse, yes, I do remember that. You did do that. And thank you for that. Thank you for that, right? Now, with the Emily Saxton situation, you got to understand that hit close to home for me, all right? The person who runs Drama Alert is trans, all right? This type of stuff bothers me. I work with someone every single day that's trans.
48 super chatted $19.99. Turns out Jesse is gayer than Boogie.
Me and Gino's beliefs are different, but we are still friends. We're still co-workers. And you and Emily were still friends, still co-workers, and you put her down.
How would I put you still think that I did something wrong?
Are you friends with her right now today?
No.
Why?
Because you never apologized for that shit.
Maybe because you were being transphobic. I don't know.
She went to my house. I gave her a career. I helped her with everything she helped. And then all of a sudden, this big burden and getting everyone together and firing everyone for entertainment at my expense. Star. Star, the man who put all his strength into people's computers and make a mockery of each other. That's you, dude. You start putting. I don't understand. That's you. If I remember here that like how torturing them for profit. Do you understand what you're I think you're on an train instead of a thing that aren't even aware of what's happening.
Yes, I've trained them. to exploit so they can actually
Fire said.
You know,
Middle finger of fate. And usually a middle
not
finger.
very well. Yeah, I fight with them all the time.
it's just the thing. I mean, really times got me himself
Got
in
the
the whole
hardware.
environment, yet
God
was
knows I've got
a
the trick.
huge reason why I was very depressed.
Boogie
Oh,
Woods.
Chris. Perfect boogie. This boogie game up.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna put this thing to work.
Much present and an active participant.
Of what?
Dude, for real.
Yeah, of the Emily stuff. And look, Gabe had nothing to do with why Emily asked for help. I am the one who's picked me out in the middle of the night. I have nowhere to go. I have no car. I have nothing to do. She
Reminds
drove
me
me
of a
to the nearest
disco in
council and
Vladivostok.
try to walk.
I'm not on the good
So
way.
it's not against me and to try to
Let's paint the town
Jesse,
red.
When
Starlight
I asked for help, I helped.
The
It
Starlight
was a shitty thing to do. It was a shitty thing to do. But it was also shitty to tell me to walk 30 miles. When I could say that.
You said, fuck you, Jack, where'd you at? What did you think? I'm not gonna take your side.
Fuck my fucking yeah, I'm talking about fucking stuff.
Am I hearing Jessica Star Witness say no? Star's not? That's crazy.
The team started
That's
match.
me to do this. Like, you sure you got other people here and you're going to confirm the whole show. Maybe chat that remembers all this as I do.
Actually, remember when your dad asked me to crack my head open? I did. I took the last time and said, sir, the beat required right now, I'll take it. And then he goes, I don't want my son in trouble. I said, as long as your son's insurance covers the hospital bill, do what you gotta do. You can't do anything worse than my motherfucker. And then you remember you told me I had to walk home after I flew from California to Arkansas. Arkansas to your place to get fired by you, knowing that was what was coming.
I told you to walk home.
You told me, I said, I ain't got no car, Jesse. Let me sleep in the room. I'll get up 4 in the morning. I'll get in the Uber at 3 o'clock in the morning. And you said, I don't care, man. I don't care. You just gotta go.
Jesse, listen. You treated Emily Saxton like shit. Everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it, right? We I was friends with you, Willie was friends with you, Mike was friends with you.
Friends too?
Yes.
Because we're not going to be found in Story Power down.
Learned the hard way to
At
not
the
overstay
time
my
when the
welcome.
building gets tough,
Senex
King
Mill.
Star pulls the recorder and parachutes out of that shit. He said,
When it's tough, you know,
Exterminator for my own sake.
I'm standing there. I'm beating the button.
Your assets upstairs. I'm at the extraction point.
You sell the fucking thing, right? Some random guy for what, $10,000? And you supposedly put millions of dollars in. You burned Boogie, you burned Mike, you burned Emily Saxton. Is there a single fucking person in your life you haven't burned? It wasn't good. Is everyone else making it a job?
Maybe they're right, Jesse. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Let me talk. Let me
I
talk.
said that publicly.
Let me talk. Maybe in this situation,
That's very different. So
maybe in this situation you were innocent. Maybe. And maybe I got it wrong. And maybe I did wrong you, right? But dude, there was a lot leading up to that, right? I know you.
Yeah, your retelling of Story Fire was the most distorted shit I've ever heard. And even Brian wasn't a developer, dude. It doesn't make sense. That's a team of 12. It just shows how little due diligence you did into what we were actually doing.
Little due diligence, guys. I have a team of lawyers that looked into this, requested paperwork that wasn't received. We were trying to figure out
After the fact, we sent it after you asked for it, and then you were like, oh, fuck, wait, why didn't we do this beforehand? Because you realized I don't own the company.
No,
I
got the paperwork after the company was closing down, not prior.
Yeah, that's usually something you ask before we get equity in a company. You want to know actually who's on the board.
We did, and you stalled. Are you forgetting the part where we were waiting and waiting for the fucking paperwork that is supposedly coming the next day that never came?
Dude, you're rewriting history.
That's the way I remember it.
But you also barely remember the Emily Saxon stuff. You remember also when you were leaking my cell phone number, like almost all the digits?
Chief, the new arrivals
Live?
could have
Oh,
used you
because
sooner,
I called your
but
phone
welcome
number
just the
live,
same.
and then you had the
I'm in the
answering
mansion.
machine message
Command
that
center.
had the numbers, and I
Injured,
It's
but
so full of
intact.
shit. It's so full of
Most
shit.
everyone
It
else
literally,
is...
you let it run, and then you're like,
You got eyes.
oh,
Look, we need to get this situation under control ASAP. Are you ready for anything?
and then I demanded, I was like, hey, Ian, can you remove the body from his body? Andy, you don't know how much money I have. Take this fight. I have more money than you. I was like, that's kind of decency, dude.
you have a screenshot or something, there's no way I would have been like, oh, I have money.
So that's all, you always go to that.
Did I delete the bot?
Michael McFarland superjetted
Roger to Alpha. Three
1999
Janus science staffers are missing somewhere in your hail.
Jesse is not
Locate and extract. Counting on their expertise to end
Can
this
I
outbreak.
my opinion? Stay now. Can I offer my opinion of the way I remember the situation?
By all means.
When Emily came to me, she told me what she told me. She was sound so we talked about stuff. I found out things I didn't know because I'll give it a chance. I did not
Now
say
that you get off my
that.
list,
It's great to explain for like people that aren't following this.
I felt like that's when I earned my jump wings.
What? Alright, so here's the way I really usually a twisted view. So you correct me where I'm wrong. Correct me where I'm wrong. I'm going to try to stay neutral. I am a fence sitter after all, right? Italy came to me. She goes, look at this clip of
Somewhere
Jesse
the gods of
making
luck
a
are
joke
around
about
her
the
ass.
children. You know how trans people are all side. I don't like that. It sucks. Also, he did this to me. Also, he did this other thing to me. No, in 1996, I do agree
Say that. I don't do that.
Bro, you got like a diamond encrusted with nerve on this for a necklace, bro. You're all about money.
I mean, okay.
It's a nice guy that caused Boogie to like go things.
Dude,
That's a private conversation. It's not something else.
Big gun, little gun, I'll squeeze maximum pain from whatever
for
you
years about that crypto
Well,
bullshit.
okay, you shook my hand and said I lost money in the market. You
I've gone
helped me
from
out.
fuck
Did you
this
help me
shit to
out?
cautiously
Did you send
optimistic.
Mike a text laughing when I asked you for help? You said, I ain't helping that idiot.
Did my investment advice I gave to you in 2019 lead you to become a millionaire? Yes or no?
No. I never been a millionaire at one point based off that advice. Nope.
You didn't read that on your channel bragging about being a millionaire.
I was worth about 800,000. We talked about that.
Tell me the price that I did.
I turned 250,000 for less than $2 to 800,000 because without telling that you sold, it went back well under the definition.
I don't know if you know the other part of the story. Michael lied to you and got you to sell this is a joke.
Well, what was still being open? Yeah, no, I don't know that part.
Yeah, Michael sexually thought it would be funny if he got you to sell your Ethereum.
Well, at the end of the day, you shook my hand at Branson. You said that I was safe. If I lost money, you would help me out. You said it was an insignificant amount of money to you if it came down to it. It came down to it. I asked you for help paying my taxes, just $3,000. You laughed. Said
Do you
that.
remember the context was if the investment doesn't play out, that I'll have you if shit hit the fan.
You said what? Just did you sell without letting me have you? Something that people know.
The what?
Sell without letting you.
Keep wasting those little shits
No.
on sight.
I made a group chat of like 12 people.
And I still have that group chat where you said, where we asked you, well, then bring it up. Where we asked you, you said, guys, I already sold. I know what you're on about.
I'll bring it up right now.
Go right ahead. Don't want to bring that up to go back to the Emily Saxon situation. Emily came to me and said, he made the jump. Here's the clip. He also said this.
Whatever the hell just pops out of that corpse.
I don't know if it was private or public. And I said, hey, I don't know if he's actually, he's generally a good guy, even though he threw me under the bus. I don't know if that's true. She goes, well, I do know that. Can you stand up for me? And I said, yes.
Well, look,
So I did. Then we platformed the guy.
look, I'm right?
Oh, this gay. He's upset about that.
Big John. He's the one that's
ridiculous. She goes, yeah, the guy was wrong and made a joke about Jeffrey Dahmer, and then you were over here pretending to be gay. And it's literally...
Oh, there's more to it than
so his truth... Oh, so his truth isn't his truth?
Are you kidding me?
No, his truth isn't his truth.
At least
That's
the spec
true.
ops I knew what
That
weapons I
sounds
deployed.
sarcastic.
You're going to take his money away from him. That's...
I mean, you've known I've been by for years. That you've known.
Fresh out of warning
But
shot.
I'm transphobic. Even though I hours
Again, are you going to let me listen? Are you going to let me once we hear it all out, I am honored.
Jerk me around. You're going straight in the wood chipper.
Was on the spectrum. We noticed a lot of the occupiers wondering why that a lightweight superjet $40 like Emily was reaching a strong with Jesse. I don't know what his PTSN, but Jesse gave and supported Emily's power.
Let me take it.
I think Jesse Collins supported transition.
Well, I just want my opinions on the opinion, okay? I just wanted to say, after it all was aired out, Jesse, I apologized to you, publicly said that I didn't feel you were transphobic, and that's still on Twitter if you want to.
It was just a throwaway tweet because it would have to be the same thing.
My original one was a tweet, and then I responded with a new tweet. But all I ever did was tweet about it.
But the big one was your video vouch on the Keemstar show when it came to other failed projects.
I'm with Jesse here because if Emily lied, that could have ruined his career so messed up.
Jesse, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How many genders are there?
Jesus Christ. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, what?
I mean, look, I'm gay, and there's two.
What?
Well, I think either you have a dick or a vagina.
Okay.
Or you have both. Some people have had both. That I don't
Some
know.
people have neither.
Some people have neither. I go off the genitalia.
So there's two genders.
I think to simplify things, yes.
I think there's two genders, and then there's non-gender.
Ladies and gentlemen, arrested a case.
What's the difference? Just by definition, yes. I'm open to it, and that's the point. And that's not what was delivered on your show.
Let me finish my point, all right? You came in here and you said, Keen, you tweeted out there's only two genders. You know, when you're the one that's transphobic, right? That's how you came in here. You just said there's also two genders. So you are self-admitted transphobic. I'm sorry, but I'm just playing the game that you're playing.
Okay, I see what you did, and I think there's logic there.
But look, at the end of the day, Buggy, you gotta shut up, all right? I barely remember this thing with you now. It wasn't.
But that's gaslighting shit.
But I don't remember. It was like
that's happened with anybody. If anyone you've ever done wrong,
Population,
you just don't recall.
less than yesterday.
all the details.
Never
But
been
if I
so
have,
glad to see backup arrival.
if I
Somebody just put up the shed key,
I need
all
you to
the
look for
shit. He
survivors.
literally dragging
Do
a
any
cigarette.
threats. Help me save this town.
It's like, oh, but you're such a terrible person. Like, look at he's breaking the. I know you were incendiary, manipulating so much shit.
I know you were a terrible person. We were doing so much together.
You guys left. I had contracts ready to go because we had new ownership with fucking bags, and we got fired. We couldn't get the deal signed. But he did get fired. That's
You stole his equity,
And you manipulated me into signing up my equity.
the same thing that King just did to you. Yes.
We take care of our own.
Yeah, was it right when Team did it? Well, there was no more right. So you, of course, when Team did it, you did the same thing to me. Except the thing is, Team promised me that my house. You promised me friendship, which never.
Don't even do it.
I'll sign this away. I just want my fucking. So I'll sign it.
Any day now. Looks like someone wants me to blow these stinking corpses back to hell.
Like that is not in here. This is my beef with you, dude. So either you want to give it or send it all the care that it needs, or we'll also do everything so
you have wronged me.
Sorry,
Allegedly, I have wronged
I've
you.
never done anything malicious to you. You, on the other hand, have been malicious. You've attacked me, whereas I've never attacked you.
Oh my god, guys. Oh no, the drama alert guy covered a story on another creator who's accused of being transphobic. Oh my god.
We were friends, and also so like, reach.
That's crazy.
I'm not dude. Sneaking shot Jafar from the Adam that are
I'm in no mood for your shit
it
today,
doesn't make anything right.
Cough up the goods.
And I know you're the type that probably been begging for years and you've never apologized.
I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic.
Okay. So you know you're wrong.
No, I just did it because I figured you would appreciate it. Because I cared about you. I cared about you and Boogie, Hyper, all you guys, because I thought we were friends. And that's kind of the whole point.
Me, you, look, Mike, we have phone calls every single day. We were friends. And then we all got hurt by Jesse. Boogie has his issues.
But the thing is, when you thought I was the one burning, I was getting burned too.
Okay, but that's fine. I'm just saying from our perspective, alright? Mike felt hurt.
You didn't take the time to learn my perspective. You guys were MIA. All it took was us to hop on a call. We could have sorted it out, and we could have got paid and worked together in the future and fixed it. Instead, you glitched.
From our perspective, you wronged Boogie, Mike, and me on various different things.
Well, I don't think you can speak for Michael.
Oh, yeah, Michael feels wrong, for sure. Or
Get him in there.
Well, yeah, you guys, okay, so you guys made peace. Oh, well, he did at that time. That's what I'm saying.
He's never actually, he did a very half-assed thing on the Queen shit.
He's saying he wants you in there in the hotline.
Is this?
Jesse's on Lookout Live right now, airing his grievances. He says he wants to talk to you on here.
Yeah, I'll go.
Microbam 22 superjetted $19.99. Keen, how many genders do you think there are?
There's obviously 15 with a potential 2 more to add.
Wait, Billy, I got texts all over here saying you're day trading storage. I said don't put that much in. Put it all in.
Population.
I said, hey,
well,
once you get 10% bump, get out. You didn't. I literally told you
Never
Mike
been so
not
glad
to be
to see
gaming
backup
with that
around.
shit, and you did.
Hell,
It's all here and
lucky
back.
I'm still in one piece.
And again, I gambled because I
I need you to
thought I
look
had
for
stake.
survivors. So do any dress. I can save this town.
That's absurd.
That's a handshake deal I remember. Look, at the end of the day, I thought you and I are past.
What is that?
Look, at the end of the day, I thought you and I were past.
You know, I don't burn my story fire, but I didn't like mark you down as my arch nemesis or my enemy, right? I feel horrified, but it's like whatever.
Why would you come at me then with all the cancellation?
Their knowledge is critical to mission success.
I can't run a story.
Vengeful. It was vengeful. All of you motherfuckers watching me go down. All of you motherfuckers.
Who wants an omelet? I'm cracking lots of eggs.
I was just doing.
Just if I wanted to go down, why did I come my show and yourself?
At least this box can't screw me over any
Because
worse
you
than
wanted to
Rick
use it for money.
Where ultimately at the end of that
Oh, look at that! Did someone sand down your rough edges?
Start show thinking that you're transphobic, did they? No.
It ended up working out because people came around to reason and logic. If I never came on to myself, which was a possibility because I was feeling pretty defeated, if it were up to your agenda, I would be very.
If I'm not covering this I would have not given you the platform to defend yourself.
Last thing you need in combat is uncertainty. But here I am again.
Like, you're done. Walk out of that.
Well, looks like I'll be bringing a turn to a shitstorm.
Two friends. That's what
so fun. If we were friends, why do you not be like, hey, maybe I should get Jesse on the line and explain, like, hey, man,
It might shock
trying
you
to
to
do
know
anything
I
there.
have stuff going on
wanna
that doesn't
cover the
involve
story.
dealing with your
That's
petty
the best
bullshit.
and shit, dude.
You're right, but I was still upset over
It's been long enough in Spec Ops.
So it's like,
I learned a million ways
There was
to
the
use
story
these.
part thing. Imagine your boy, you know, he's putting millions in, he's worked his ass off for this shit.
I don't know that because I don't trust him anymore. God damn it. Bro, you cannot tell me and Mike that fucking your developer owned half the company. You did not tell us that.
No, but why are you still saying that? He's with the CEO of the company.
You didn't tell us that?
TACOM, request Hellstorm
It was
task.
ladies' night. Really, every time I said it, said I was a marketing officer.
Mike?
I thought you were. I did. How was that my fault? He was saying some shit. Well, you initially pitched it to me like really as your idea, so I just thought it was your idea. Did you think he owned it?
I'm confused with the question.
When
Jeff did not own Story.
he's got me involved in story clear, you say,
No. No.
and he goes, look, there's overhead with the death costs for Brian, right?
I do remember you saying
Your worst.
I'm
I'm ranger trained to fire pretty much anything.
Paying him, so I presume that meant that Brian
Oh,
did
yes, I do
you
deserve
were
this.
And then Brian decides he's going to blackmail Jesse or scam him again for more millions of dollars, which this app didn't need millions of dollars of investment. Jesse was getting played by Brian. So then Brian blackmailed him again, saying, hey, look, my business down, let's get more money. And that's when we're already working on the whole springs of the story plan. That's when Jesse tells me, like, hey, man, just so you guys know, Brian is not going to see he's going to sit down. That's the first time I hear that.
And then also we were kind of like surprised by like a big sale in the story fire. You know, I had no clue any of this. It just came out of nowhere. But I think what left like our friendship dissolved is after like all this started to happen, we would have phone calls with Jesse and like they were very like goading us and asking the rest of them like. I don't think he wasn't aware you were making money. I was fucking in the ass the whole time, and I didn't know that. I didn't know what to communicate to you guys because I was still flabbergasted on how the fuck I got conned for 5 years. I mean, I get that now. I'm like okay with what happened.
Jesse, you have this like Napoleon complex where you think like
better than me. Get the fuck out of here.
That's not true. But you have this Napoleon complex where you think like he might.
If you kick me in the balls right now,
Saxton, like,
I wouldn't even feel it.
So we're not.
Well, now that Mike's here, I mean, I don't even want it because Mike's fucking your video, which you know, you want to show your face. Might go a long way. On my phone. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not with. I tried. My shit's not working. Say what you gotta say, something.
And one more thing.
You literally. Napoleon's telling Hold on. Now, can I explain what happened? I haven't explained what took me out. You were that desperate to finally get a leg up on me that you fucking cried. Yes, you're absolutely right. I've admitted this. You're absolutely right. Here's what actually happened, okay? Because we're not communicating with each other. We're not talking. Every time one of these people leave, like, your house, they're coming right to me and they're like, oh, Jesse says that, you know, why is that? Like, you talk about my girlfriend regularly. Oh, we did a song together, Jesse, before you broke up. And why do you end up befriending everyone that's ever gone against me? I didn't befriend any of them. They came to me. Now, hold on. I think like spies. Jesse, your ex-girlfriend was friends with me before she was your ex-girlfriend. I talked to you about her in my song. about my father. I can't talk to you anymore.
Great stuff, John. We need it again, ELG. I would love that.
So every time somebody would leave, like every time I was talking to you in the podcast, and then you're like, "Oh, shit, you like this bug like that. It's fucking disgusting." And I can't reach out to you to talk to you about it. And then Emily's telling me all the stuff that you're saying about her, and I'm like, "Well, I said about mutilating your body." That's what Emily said. I mean, I can't reach out to you, because we're not talking. And like anytime we do try to talk, it's passive aggressive.
I want to talk to you. When I needed you and King most, when I had saved the company, I needed you guys to help hand over the equity. Storyfire stayed in limbo for literally like 6 to 8 months because y'all would not fucking respond.
We didn't know who we were signing.
We just needed to say,
I still have things to do. Video and story. Blaze points. Not because I like millions of I spent American USD dollars. All that work, all that work. Like, you spend lots of work, right? And so,
it was probably 50
grand.
It was $1 grand, and that was a childhood baby. That was just 5
like, dude, I have to fucking remember when Tana.
Sunshine's the best disinfectant. So I let some into your skull.
I have a little bag with the I have all different types of YouTube history. I got all of it for free. You're the only content creator I know of that's charged me for a piece of this memorabilia.
Yeah, I started playing Halo. You still have it, Boogie?
Of course.
Of course.
Sounds like you all want to be friends, but you're just upset about this business deal that went south.
Oh, I could have. Like, literally, all 3 of these guys try to take me down with some transphobia shit. Like, my reputation, I've done a good job of keeping clean. Honestly, I don't even like being on the show right now because I feel dirty as fuck.
Well, you guys understand now why, during the meetings, I just figured this out just now.
Get ready for a
during
shocking
the
revelation.
Jesse came in dressed as a female to find out for him. And that's what his little joke that got told right this moment.
If you didn't understand the country there, then
well now I get it right now.
Also, Lol started Storyfire now. Out of all people, why
that is Sky, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah. What's up, Sky? With Minecraft. All I know is I get the 7 layers of jokes that you were doing when you tried out for Queens now. When you were on the show last time with Mike, which was just like a week ago, when we just talked during the whole show, I was starting to forgive you for the Storyfire shit because it happened so long ago. And then you bring up this whole other can of worms. Basically, this thing that I highly doubt...
Shit just ain't gonna die, dude. Shit just ain't gonna die.
No, but I think you don't even care that much about the Emily Saxon story. I think you're using that to combat my anger for the Storyfire thing. You're thinking, like, this is how we make peace. I have my own issues with me. And then we both have issues, and now we're good. When really, like, bro, come on. It wasn't that big of a deal. Me getting burned on the Storyfire was a big deal. Mike, Boogie getting screwed on that, big deal. This thing with Emily Saxon,
there may be some collateral damage.
Hours,
It's really still right now, because I think every viewers got a taste of what it feels like when the world is crashing. Because our work, our here is all we have. This is our life. This is what we miss. No, Boogie, this is our livelihood. This is us the traceability. It's brought us our confidence and everything. And the fact that when something puts that in jeopardy, and it was a friend and a group of friends that tries to ruin it all, that is the most depressing fucking feeling in the world, and it's the ultimate betrayal. And was malicious.
I will say, I have publicly apologized to Jeff. The Queens, I publicly apologized to you.
So I'll apologize again right now. Jesse, I'm sorry I did. Here's I don't upload it anymore. I got an apology for you, Jesse. Here's the apology. I'm sorry, I'm just screwed us off on the story. Point where we wanted to connect you and Emily Saxton out with allegations against you. And we discussed that and not you. Because we have a past history of you of screwing us over, knowing that you're a bad guy, so we just may have believed Emily in that moment. But even though I believed Emily in that moment, I still platformed you to defend yourself, where you walked away unscathed, and 3 years from now, you're saying, I've lost all my fans. Motherfucker, you don't make content anymore. Fans what? I'm lost.
Tear them to pieces. Easy when the target. Don't you guys ever get tired of sucking?
I don't know what.
I didn't this video.
I mean, like, it's literally a fucking blue profile tent of you.
Okay, let me say something.
I'm in a hospital, so sorry if I can't take it seriously.
Alright.
I stuck around in the shadow.
That's what the fuck you want from me. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I was part of it. Okay, Keith called me, told me to make a video. I was like, I did not want to get involved in it in the first place. I couldn't reach out to people.
So what,
Yeah, I got the team said that's part of it. Is that how it works? No, obviously not. But like, the stuff that they were saying, can't reach out to you. Was probably true, okay? Because like, some of this shit, like, Emily and your dad blocked me in like the same day, and I did nothing to either of them at that point. Jeff, you can't be friends with mine. And I did nothing wrong. All I was doing was waiting for an apology from you for the story fire shit. That's all I am. That's not true. Oh, dude, that's not true.
I got unread texts for days. I've seen what it promised. Like, you got 200 unread texts.
I would respond to you. No, why is it? I'm apologizing to Jesse. You apologize to him, and then he just doesn't accept it, and then it's even worse. Apology, Jesse, or you're just trying to like fucking, you got some humiliation thing where they have to fucking say sorry like
he does have that. He does have that.
Jesse, I've called and I have begged for forgiveness to you. 2, 3, 4 times. I've sent a dozen fucking texts, man, and I get it. It's been years. Either forgive me or don't. Cut me out of your fucking life, block my fucking number, or work on the fucking friendship. I get it, you felt like it was one-sided when I was going through my divorce. I get it, I understand it. What's been one-sided a little longer
Rest for Boots
on this fucking side.
Justice for Jesse.
You don't understand what's going down. And I'll apologize again today for bringing hookers to your house, which I didn't fucking do. By the way, you threw me under the bus on that team, sorry. You threw me under the bus for bringing one. I can say no for bringing let's bring it onto it. That's reality.
On a day-to-day basis,
everything to make it up. My darkest times, and you weren't fucking there. Shoot once every couple of fucking weeks since then. Alright?
But then you go online and start
You knew yourself was going to get weird.
In my opinion, thank you for the fucking up. I think it's a meaningful thing where I feel like it's not justified or anything else. What was $3,000? What was $3,000?
Right about now, no. Maxis will be hitting her stride.
What? Why not?
No less.
I would give you $3,000 right now, and that'd be like you flicking a nickel at me, and I'd do it for you. So make it make sense.
How can his dad smashing the big deck?
Somebody tell Carver I just won our headshot contest.
I'll always be grateful for things, but it doesn't change the fact that it's impossible. Just you are making way too much data. We try because we have our issues.
Sorry, no group discounts.
The fucking story fight thing.
It's not dropping. Why would I cut it from checks? They want 200 grand, but that's what you do with your friend.
I'm on my own YouTube channel. That's possible.
Can I make a comment here? As a person who's done this match, been listening to this, I would try to figure out the stacks of this information. So we get 7,000 chat. Nobody really knows the stacks actually. Everybody knows Boogie lost his life savings based on the advice you gave him. Everybody knows the agency.
You have a chance to redeem yourself. You just did a.
I don't agree with Boogie. I don't think Jesse screwed us over with the crypto stuff. You know, first of all, the crypto that was sold, very big. You know what I mean? Like Jesse's telling you he's not going to do Ethereum.
Let me say that if I had left my money in Ethereum instead of moving into storage, these could possibly billions of dollars.
But Boogie, eventually you have to come like.
By the time
it wasn't like super down. So we held
right into it.
Too fucking long. That must have been $1
I swear, he told me he's
we're way over capacity.
That is people the agent can sit on that show, and then you blame Keemstar for having to bring it up on the show like he was using Mike. Is that not a fact?
What was my bad take?
That who makes the agent consent? Like, what was the number of the agent consent? Like, I can't quote it off the top of my head, but it's there.
It's not even a take.
Timeout. Justice Rock's up. Please.
Well, here's the end result. Like, you're blaming reducing your content viewers on, like, the Emily Saxon situation when most people don't remember it. And, like, the biggest part of being a content creator is creating content. And you're not creating content for 3 years because you got sick is the actual culprit of you losing viewers.
I mean, you know what it's like with your audience. So we all have these vacuums where
headed to refuel.
This is our community. And a lot of stuff, there can be cross-pollination, but for the most part, we're in our little vacuum. What I see happen, it was pandemonium. Literally that fans turning on me left and right. And I know when you start gaining subscribers like crazy, you see literally real-time numbers dropping. You get DMs and tweets and talking about how much and then you compound that on the fact that it was friends that made that happen. When it's that malicious, I need to demand apology because how can I ever trust anything?
You'll have holiday apology. You don't want them.
Yeah, I do.
You're trying to make us humiliate ourselves or whatever and bow to you.
That has apologies.
What's going to do?
Firepower is crucial.
Because in a world where you want to have friends, you have to have that, especially online. Then other people's fucking communities.
Because it's story fire.
Now there's literally
you see that
Max armor.
What is it? It's who hurt you, Keen? You can't give me that benefit of the doubt. You care about me at all.
I'm sorry that you were offended and you feel betrayed.
No.
I can't be sorry that you're offended.
I'm sorry. Dude, you know that's fucking ridiculous. Like, you can't say, I'm sorry you feel that way,
Jesse.
No, you empathize. You're so sorry for fucking going into a deep way. I'm there because I don't give a fuck about what the fucking people were saying about me at that time. You care so much about the options.
I only want to and I only want to do this because this moment when Mike told me how sick you were, how bad things were, and I was like, fuck, that person used to be my friend. We never got into our fathers. And now you're on the other side of that, but I still feel that way.
I'm still sorry, but
I still feel this way. God forbid this goes south. We're still mad at each other when we talk about it. I don't know. What can Jesse do to rectify the story part of the situation? He lost all the money. Losing subscribers. Now, did you see the cops hunting Victor?
Aboard Weaver's Jack.
Private and getting your side first.
Hey, over here, you
whatever. I'm sorry.
Bonus points.
I'm sorry, Jesse. I shouldn't have been involved in it. I've told you before. You know, I shouldn't have been. It was. You know
where I always talk about it, but I'll say it right now. Nobody can make you that by yourself. Right?
Feel like you got your chunk of blender?
I was working. I'm still by a lot. I'm asking out to my place.
How what? There's needs plus sure was gonna make it. Maybe it's a party, I don't know. Had it for so long, man. I had to put it on the street. Friendship. I'm pretty good at it.
Dude, I want you here. I want you back. I want you to come visit. I want you to meet
Got one way to get back to base with your name on it.
I miss you all the time. I'm never not going to.
A lot of my favorite memories of doing this shit has been to discuss and stuff together.
As a man, all the time, you have no idea how much this means. I love you guys so much.
It's just been hard to know that
we're ready for
I haven't had any
really ready.
Pickups inbound. Hang tight.
A lot of the friends that I made along the way to do that Yeah, I if that happens,
Backup, deploy chopper gunner on my location.
I told you when I asked
I just felt like we did do this. It was fine. It was about a bunch of shit. Like, I thought, like, after everything we had done together, I deserve more treatment. You know? Like, I deserve to be the dog. Like, hey, like, I exposed a lot of myself to privately, personally.
You know, funny stuff. When he first came out to me, we made some jokes together. I thought,
just stop, Mike, just stop. We are not going to talk about anything that was past ever again. Disgrace, ever again. We are only going to talk about the fucking future. I'm not doing this because we're not going to change each other's minds on how we feel and our perspective. We're not living life in each other's shoes. We're not seeing it the same way. We're never going to see it the same way. But what the fuck are we doing looking backwards? Forward.
Can you make me a promise, kid?
This motherfucker.
I just want to make sure going forward that, and it's not just me, it's just in general, because I came on to the live and I tried to, you know, pretend like everything was good because I was worried about Boogie and his relationship, and that's why I was on the show. And then I kind of quickly around because we saw Boogie in the dark place. And I know Desi's been really good for him.
Yeah, dude, if I lose Desi, I'm done. I'm fucked. I don't know what I would do.
I learned the promise game is that, you know, I've experienced many betrayals and losses of like cameramen and just different people that, you know, you put on, Mike knows, you put them on the show, you get an ego, things turn, and then, but I get invested in the people and the relationships. And I just need you to promise me, James, that not just for me, but for all these guys. I know when the show keeps getting bigger, it already is big, and all these different relationships, don't do what I did. Make sure you prioritize the relationship.
Professor Croft indicated the Sentinel artifact is somewhere in the tunnel's
my bad.
The amulet should help you find it, if you can determine how it works.
Why are there ancient corpses everywhere we go? And there's a curtain here.
It's not
me.
I mean,
Welcome to the future, asshole.
Relationships with my people, content, and Becky shows up. Like, what kind of witchcraft is this? Like,
and I know it's hard probably to ask that because, like, sometimes it requires some sacrifice to put on shows, but I just want to make sure that, you know, at the end of the day, these relationships, these people, are more important than an extra.
That's right, lads. Put your backs into it.
there's a lot of stuff that I do for Boogie.
Our quarry lies beyond these
door from nowhere, which I admit does sound very strange. As sure as my legs are Archibald Gordon to smile, a shiny head
that is important. Once upon a film was told, and when I say emerge, I mean forcibly dragged out. The reason that I really know on, but lots of people, since the thousands of people, travel to gobblers and kick off Black History Month in the whitest way possible.
This place has been shunned by locals for
Best New
years.
Artist at the Grammys last night. This is a weird event, this Groundhog Day gathering. It started as a weird event, and it is getting weirder every year. In another instance, the Groundhog pulling that guy into his hole and then another one came out of his hole to hit the red carpet at the Grammys last night. None other than Kanye West.
Shot in the dark.
Showed up to take photos. He showed up for the red carpet only with his wife, who caused quite a stir. She was wearing nothing.
Looks like someone wants to blow these speaking straight to hell.
Before Trump, this would have been our whole monologue. That was like the ninth craziest thing that happened this weekend. Remember the whole country melted down when one of Janet Jackson's boobs popped out for a millisecond? Now a completely nude woman walks the red carpet at the Grammys. They're yelling, Bianca, over here on the right, please. Also on the red carpet at the Grammys last night, Will Smith, who banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Grammys, they had some stage honor in Quincy County, like they didn't. They changed with Will Smith on the carpet and slapped Kanye. I think all would forgive.
Here we go. You gonna give me a gun or a swift kick in the balls?
His daughter Willow was nominated for a Grammy last night. Well, I was watching this on TV last night. They're like, why is it closed? I said, I don't know. I really don't know. Aiden, who showed up with a house on his head. Who are you wearing? He said Zillow. It's
full of booze, you'd be more helpful.
The most disappointed person at the Grammys last night was whoever was sitting behind Jaden Smith. The most exciting arrival the whole day yesterday was this guy, Luka Doncic, who traded to LA and makes the most shocking trade ever. Anthony Davis went to the Mavericks, and then Luka Doncic is now playing for the Dodgers. Somehow the Dodgers signed him. They didn't let him catch a bat. They welcome to LA, Luka. You will never have to take a selfie with Ted Cruz again. Meanwhile, our president, Jerry Nowitzki, is still posting about the water he sent us. He's still pretending he turned on a disaster faucet that when Raymond posted twice about this over the weekend. This one, just opened in California. Today, 1.6 billion gallons, and in 3 days, it'll be 5.2 billion gallons. Everybody should be happy about this long-fought victory. I only wish they'd listened to me 6 years ago. There would have been no fire. This is so crazy. This might be as crazy as one yet. This might top the injecting bleach. But, so Trump releases all this water in Northern California. Not only doesn't any of it flow to L.A., anyone will tell you none of it flows to L.A. The farmers up there who get it are confused because they didn't need it and they didn't want it. It also means they'll now have less water in reserve in the event of a drought over the summer. Not only that, had Trump released as much water as he wanted to, he could have easily flooded the town of Porterville and the whole area around the town. They had to stop him from doing that. What if that had happened? What if the image of towns he accidentally flooded was all over social media? How would he blame that one on the Mexican transgenders, I wonder? Can someone please open the valve in his head that turns his brain on? Because the White House is also... They're also doubling down on this nonsensical assumption that DEI caused the tragic air crash last weekend in Washington. This time, though, he made his new press secretary do it for him.
If you are flying on an airplane with your loved ones, which every one of us in this room has, do you pray that your plane in safely and gets you to your destination, or do you pray that the pilot has a certain skin color? I think we all know the answer to that question, and as President Trump said yesterday, it's common sense.
Yeah, mostly I just pray that I'm not sitting next to you on an airplane, but...
President Trump is telling us that air traffic control towers are staffed with unqualified controllers, these DEI hires who never should have been brought on, and it's not a big plan.
The president was asked to answer this yesterday, and he believes that it is still indeed safe, and Americans should feel safe traveling our skies. With that said, two things can be true at the same time.
No, not in this case, they can't. Let me see if I have this right. The system is broken. Everyone in it is grossly incompetent, but there couldn't be a safer time to fly. Donald Trump's been president for 2 weeks as of today. You know, right? All hell has broken loose in almost every possible way. On Saturday, he issued those 25% tariffs on goods imported from Canada and Mexico. Then today, he unissued the tariffs and decided to hold them for a month. I guess he must have seen the guacamole bill for Super Bowl.
Welcome to Liberty
Why
Falls.
Trump is squeezing our closest allies, no one
Less than
knows,
yesterday.
but this is how it's going over up here.
Never been so glad to see backup arrive. Hell, lucky I'm still in one
At the
piece.
Raptors-Clippers game in Toronto,
I need you to look for survivors. Subdue any threats.
same thing in
The
Ottawa.
safest town.
Senators played the Wild. They started moving. I didn't even know Canadians knew how to move. He's been in office 2 weeks before Canada, and the nicest people in the world are pissed off at us. And it's doing this. Personally, I really look back for this during photo of his wife making Justin Trudeau. Today, Donald Trump learned the word tariff.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion. Like the American tariffs, our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items, such as American beer, wine, and bourbon. Juices, the orange juice.
My God, now he's gunning for our mimosas. And that's not all they're threatening to tax.
Among nipple rings,
Search the area.
ice
You've got 3 genocide personnel missing.
It'll include major consumer products
Their knowledge is
like the
critical
used
to
2019
success.
Kia Optimus,
We take care of our
premium,
own.
and cinnamon. Also weed edibles, figurines, frosting, or soup.
Well, that's too much. You know, on Friday, the Wall Street Journal ran an interview saying that Trump's tariffs would cause the, quote, dumbest trade war in history. War does. Not yet. Rupert Murdoch happened to be in the Oval Office today.
The legendary Rupert Murdoch and Larry Ellison. So
Sorry you
they're
came
two
here yet.
legends
Well, if anyone had to
business,
show up,
publishing, and
glad it was you.
everything. Rupert is Larry pretty much in a class by himself, but he's going to have a couple of things going.
Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
Yeah. So then,
This is
a
not what I
reporter had the
fucking
good
wanted.
sense to ask Trump about the unflattering Rupert Murdoch paper while Rupert Murdoch was sitting right there.
I've been reading over the Wall Street Journal many times. I don't even really
Middle
have
finger of faith.
No, it's not only is
Usually
it
a middle finger.
not dumb, you're going to see.
Yeah, no, you'll see. It's not dumb. What it is it's fake. He is pretending to issue tariffs so that Canada and Mexico can pretend to bend over for him, and then it'll look like he's the big hero. It's like wrestling.
About
He's like
fucking
a toddler
time someone dealt me
negotiating
a
nap
winning
time
hand.
with his parents. But you do have to hand it to him. Starting the world's dumbest trade war is an accomplishment to add to a very long list. With first of all, the world's dumbest trade war, the world's dumbest health response, the world's dumbest climate policy, the world's dumbest hurricane map, the world's dumbest election interference, the world's dumbest wildfires. You know, sometimes a town will elect a dog to be their mayor, feels like we did that with the whole
Fortunately for
country.
you,
I just hope cooler
I'm
and
a patient
the
man.
country evolves, tell them great work, and all get back to selling each other crap as soon as possible. What happened to lowering prices? When did he say he'd get prices down?
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Okay, it's past day one, right? Maybe he meant stock prices? I don't know. Trump made a lot of promises, and on some of them, he actually followed through.
Did you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Or did you classify the JFK files?
Yeah.
I did a lot of it.
Did you classify the Epstein files?
Yeah. Here's a little golf there before he said yeah. The Sharpie first. Trump did declassify the assassination files. We'll see when he gets to his buddy Epstein. None of the files have been released yet, which felt like an opportunity to have some fun. We went on all over. We asked pedestrians for their opinion on some of the information they made up about documents that neither we nor they have seen in tonight's declassified files edition of Live News.
Trump just decided to declassify a bunch of different files, the JFK, MLK, RFK files. Did you read any of the files?
I actually haven't read some of those
and
files.
what were the biggest revelations that you read about?
Some of the weird sex, probably.
There was a file that said that JFK actually didn't die from a bullet wound, that he died from a peanut allergy, which just wasn't so common before. Were you surprised by that?
Actually, I thought it was actually by a shot.
Right.
But a lot of people are saying it was by a peanut, but...
Do you think that could be true?
I actually think nowadays you don't really know. You know, so
you could be shot at the same time as, like, you know, like, it seems like...
I was thinking to say it's a shot. It could be a peanut. We don't but it could be either one.
Were you surprised by the Elvis file? What was your reaction to finding out he was in the building on January 6th?
I think very shocked. I think there's a lot of things coming out about, oh, this person was there, this person was there. It's just eye-opening.
What was your reaction to learning that Elvis had left the building?
I mean, how do we know what's real or not? Because the CIA has kept so much covered, and I feel like it's awesome now with the technology we can uncover a lot of this stuff, and we're learning.
Since it wasn't the bullet that killed JFK, do you think that Lee Harvey Oswald should be released from jail?
Yes.
He's been in there way too long, right?
And it's for something he did not really do. So
right.
Now that they found out it was a peanut, why should he be paying for something it wasn't in his fault for?
I mean, he did actually shoot JFK, but it wasn't the bullet that killed him. So
he's there for some time.
Right. Do you think he should be compensated by the government?
Of course he has.
What do you think would be fair?
Well, there's not really a price for everything that he's been through, and his family as well.
So much was leaked about so many people, like Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio. But we didn't start the fire, you know?
No, I think it was already out there. I'd be really interested to see more of the files, just to read up.
Like, it was always burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah, for sure.
With all the revelations about JFK, RFK, and MLK, should the three of them show their faces and explain themselves?
Less than yesterday. Never
That's
been
what they
so glad
said.
to see backup
Is it
arrive.
wrong that JFK never came out and spoke after his assassination?
I need you to look for survivors. Subdue any threats. Help me save
Kinda,
this.
sorta.
Copy.
Right. Something like that. It would help.
Oh my god, I can't believe 20 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't think we got paid for this. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
When Trump's trade war sending markets tumbling, it looks like Justin Trudeau just figured out a way to play. He took to Twitter writing, just had a good call with President Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, and personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increased resources to stop the flow of fentanyl. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel
lost your head a long time ago.
In addition, Canada is making new communities to appoint a fentanyl czar. This cartel is terrorists ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, launching Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. I've also signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl, and we will be backing it with $200 million. Proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days while we work together. And of course, Trump and his Republican mouthpieces will beat their chests about this huge win, which might actually carry some weight. This deal had already been announced in December of 2024. According to reporting, the federal government unveils Canada's border security plan December 17, 2024. Dominic LeBlanc, the Minister of Finance and Intergovernmental Affairs, holds a news conference on Parliament Hill to outline the federal government's $1.3 billion border security plan. The new plan aims to strengthen border security and immigration system while also contributing to Canada's economic prosperity. It's built around 5 years, addressing the fentanyl trade, law enforcement tools, improving the operational expanding information and reducing unnecessary bodies. Including U.S. President Donald Trump's threat to impose a 5% tariff on all products from Canada and Mexico if the two countries fail to curb the flow of migrants and fentanyl across their borders. In other words, big win for Trump by securing a deal that was already secured even before he took the oath of office. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the art of the deal. Here's Caitlin Collins also pointing out that quote.
Now we've just gotten this announcement from Trudeau himself, who I should know got out ahead of the White House in this. He said he had a good call with Trump. He said that Canada is going to be implementing a $1.3 billion border plan where they talk about reinforcing the border. I should note that's actually something that Trudeau announced in Canada back in December, about mid-December. But also in this announcement, Jake, he says that they are going to have 1,200 personnel protecting the border after concerns about fentanyl coming across. And he said that they are going to be appointing a fentanyl czar, and that they will list cartels as terrorists for 24/7 eyes on the border. I believe it is the fentanyl czar that is new here, but it's that last sentence there at the end that is the most important here.
I'm not getting any younger,
but I'm getting pause for at least 4 days while we work together.
In fact, based on Trudeau's tweets, the only thing that Trudeau relented on for Trump was a joint strike force and a fentanyl czar.
I felt like
Canada's
this when I
great
earned my
partner,
jump
most
wings.
ally, and put into a joint strike force for fentanyl, fantastic. But the notion that we needed to bring us to the brink of economic catastrophe, also that Canada would name a fentanyl czar, is a joke. And if Trump thinks that it's some huge victory for him, then I would offer that perhaps this guy doesn't really know what it looks like to win a negotiation. And the irony of all of this, hardly any fentanyl comes into the United States from Canada. Only 0.2% of fentanyl seizures enter the U.S. from that country. 43 pounds in total. All of this for enough fentanyl to, fit in one suitcase? And yes, that amount of fentanyl can obviously harm a lot of people, but what are we doing here? We're about to tank the U.S. economy and alienate our closest trading partner over 0.2% of the fentanyl coming into the United States? Let's get real. In reality, the winners here are the Canadians, who were able to get this master negotiator, Donald Trump, to relent on his disastrous trade war, at least for 30 days. And the way that they were able to do that, very likely, was because they were strategic about how they were going to apply their own retaliatory tariffs. And that was by targeting their tariffs to exact the most pain on red states. Here, for example, is British Columbia's premier imploring his constituents to do exactly that.
For our first of many steps, effective today, I have directed BC liquor sales to immediately stop buying American liquor from red states. Liquor store employees will be removing the most popular of these brands from government store shelves.
And Mexico was game too. According to Reuters, Mexican officials were looking at retaliatory tariffs focused on, you guessed it, red states. The retaliatory tariffs would most likely be on pork products, cheese, apples, grapes, potatoes, cranberries, and bourbon whiskey, as well as manufactured steel and aluminum, the sources said. Mexico has chosen the products because they have a big impact on regions that voted overwhelmingly for Trump. In other words, we now had two countries, Canada and Mexico, that were aligned on seeking to exact maximum political pain from those who are most closely allied with Trump, which is especially smart because they know full well that the 2024 election was a referendum on high prices. And don't take my word for it, by the way, take Trump's.
I won on two things, the border, and more than immigration. You know, they like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border, and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
So presumably, Trump supporters care about high costs, and those people specifically were the ones who were being targeted by Mexico and Canada. So if you're looking for the art of the deal here, it certainly was present in these negotiations. It's just that Trump had nothing to do with it. And what's worse, it's going to be increasingly difficult even for right-wing media to explain this away. Take a look at this brutal scroll, for example, from Fox News that appeared on screen, outlining all of the items that would have been impacted by a trade war. We're talking about everything from food to clothing, building supplies, cars, alcohol, lumber, shoes, gas, energy. Effectively, every facet of American life would have been impacted had these tariffs gone into effect. Let's not pretend for a minute that Trump and his team weren't well aware of that fact. Or how about this headline from Rupert Murdoch's Wall Street Journal? The dumbest trade war in history. Look, when Fox News is running a scrolling list of food, alcohol, lumber, steel, shoes, all of which are going to be more expensive, when the Wall Street Journal is calling it the dumbest trade war in history, then clearly this wasn't going as smoothly as Trump expected, which probably explains this cleanup effort. Trump took to Truth Social, writing, anybody that's against tariffs, including the fake news, Wall Street Journal, and hedge funds, are only against them because these people are entities are controlled by China or any other foreign or domestic.
Breaking news this Monday night, tariff deadline delayed. The last-minute deal between the Canadian Prime Minister and the U.S. President to avert a trade war for now. What it means for the stock market mayhem and calls to buy Canadian and boycott American. We have two of responding kind. Plus, how the provinces are responding to the tariff threat. And where does it leave the long-standing relationship between Canada and its closest neighbor?
Global National with Donna Friesen.
This is the video where he talks about all the shit, so we can get into it. Damn.
Rapid Response Team Alpha, Security Chief Blanchard, I'll copy. I've barricaded the command center. Got a little banged up. I'll live. See if there's anyone left to say. Body cam's live. I'll keep eyes on them. Blanchard Alpha. Three assigned staffers are missing somewhere in
They
your
came back to the table too, by the way. Huge win with the Panama Canal. Officials announced that it will not be renewing its memorandum of understanding with China. There it is.
Is running the Panama Canal.
Sunshine's the best disinfectant, so I left some into your skull.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And as far as the weekend, we're dealing with Israel, we're dealing with Ukraine.
This better not be like Ampolino's Ladushka dolls. Give me a bunch of smaller boxes.
Scheduled with various parties, including Russia. And I think those discussions are actually going pretty well. The discussions on the Middle East with Israel and various and sundry other countries are progressing. Bibi Netanyahu's coming on Tuesday. And I think we have some very big meetings scheduled. I feel that Elon Musk is delivering on his promises to you. He's doing a good job right now. I do. I think Elon's doing a good job. He's a big cost cutter. Sometimes we won't agree with it and we'll not go where he wants to go. But
so there was a guy, let me see if I can find it real quick. And apparently somebody was on the government payroll. Let me see if I can show you guys this. So let me see. It might take me a minute to find this, but I'll see if I can get it. And where the fuck is it? Where the fuck did it go? Oh my God, where is it? He's making so many posts, it's hard to keep up with it. Well, anyway, there was some guy causing trouble that was getting money from the government, and then Elon found out about it, and he said, not anymore.
So basically, they're just cutting off funding for a lot of these random fucking clowns, which is like, in my opinion, thank God. Wasting this fucking money, giving people that are morons money. Thank God. Yeah, just like Argentina. Yeah, I have no idea about that. I don't know. Let me see. I wish I could find this. Yeah, legacy media panicking because they underestimated Doge. Yeah, like he's getting a lot of this money out. And in my opinion, I think thank fucking God. I bet there's been so much. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can find it. Yep. So apparently, let's see if I can find, where is it? It's this guy right here. So basically, this guy says the deep state is far more preferable to the Trump state. And then apparently this guy got exposed for getting money from the government. And then Elon Musk said that, this is probably not going to happen for very long. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, it's kind of AI already. Bill's part of the deep state. Yeah, get rid of him. Get him the fuck out.
I think he's doing a great job. He's a smart guy, very smart, and he's very much into cutting the budget of our federal government.
We fixed the glitch, yeah.
From Canada. It's also the California tariffs from Canada. A rider in the order, are you planning to increase the tariffs against Canada? Well, it could happen. If they do anything, we will. Canada's been very abusive of the United States for many years. They don't allow our banks. Did you know that? Canada does not allow banks to go in. If you think about it, that's pretty amazing. If we have a U.S. bank, they don't allow them to go in.
Damn.
Canada's been very tough on oil, on energy. They don't allow our farm products in, essentially. They don't allow a lot of things in, and we allow everything to come in. It's been a one-way street. We subsidize Canada by the tune of about $200 billion a year. And for what? What do we get out of it? We don't get anything out of it. I love the people of Canada. I disagree with the leadership of Canada. And something's going to happen there. But
something's going to happen. I wonder, there's no way we're going to try to make them a state, right? Like, there's no...
play the game. I don't mind. We can play the game all they want. Mexico, we've had very good talks with them. And this is retaliatory. This is retaliatory to a certain extent.
So he's just saying it.
People float into our country through Mexico and Canada, and we're not going to allow that. And by the way, we have among the lowest numbers we've ever had of people crossing our border, the lowest numbers since my administration.
Mr. President, you said, so on Truth Social, you said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations, and why South Africa?
No, it's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa.
Yeah.
The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
And on the bed, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, he held rape. What's your reaction to him not?
They're killing whites? I don't know if they are or not. That's what a lot of people say, though. A lot of people say that.
Held the rates. He didn't cut them.
No, I'm not surprised. I think holding the rates at this point was the right thing to do.
They are. I mean, this is the way I look at it. I mean, do I want to pay for that fucking shit? No, man. Let them fucking rot. Like, that's not my problem. What happens in Africa? You think I give a fuck what happens in Africa? Get the fuck out of here.
So the generator just ran out of gas. Battery's only at 54%. What do you guys think? I'm calling it, dude. I'm tired. 19 degrees right now. Buck sleeping. 9 degrees right now. Buck sleeping. 9 buck. Holy roly poly. Holy guacamole. It is. Will survives. And I'll scoopity-doo my bat with another one. Hey, Will survives. It's 49 degrees in here. I'll let you guys know what it is in the morning. I'm about to go to bed. Oh! It's 2 a.m. I decided to just get up and charge that. It died. Oh my God. Called the boys back. And they came. What's up, bud? What's up, boys? Get your ass up there. It's 9 degrees outside. It's 25 in here. Battery started charging up right away, so that's cool. I'm gonna get the fire going a little bit for shit and giggles. A big old bit of coals. Wow. Alright, I'm calling her there. I'm going back to bed. That should last a while. And that battery shouldn't get too cold. I've also got the fire going a little bit. Good night, boys. They were exploring. When I got up, I called them and they showed up while I was taking a dump. Alright, we got some good hours left to sleep. Let's drop down to 26 in here. Not bad at all. Guys, I'm giving you videos of my feet for free. Alright, it's only 4 a.m. I'm bored. 25 degrees in here still. Oh, yeah. 8 degrees outside. It's not too cold down here. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Down. Bug. Oh, shit.
The apocalypse today. You're handling this well.
Fuck yourself on.
Got the hardware. God knows I've got the training.
Oh.
Don't tease me, Fox. Just cough it up. Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
Sunrise. It's just 7 degrees. They don't feel too bad. Very powerful. Chicken fry. Fire. Not 40 degrees in here. Pretty cool stuff. Guys, I'm thinking if anything, what's letting in most amount of cold is the windows. These are all single pane. Pretty thin windows I've got going on. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? I saw that big ass rat today. One down here. Gotta maybe put some kind of trap over here. I don't know. I gotta get it. 8 a.m. I'm done editing. Jesse. I think Jesse's coming over at 9. I'm gonna charge up the batteries. There's that 50 and 26.